You want some quotes from David Rockefeller himself? Here's a quote from him in 1994. "We are on the verge of a global transformation. All we need is the right major crisis, and the nations will accept the new world order." Here's another quote from him. "We are grateful to the Washington Post, New York Times, Times Magazine, and other great publications whose directors have attended our meetings and respected their promises of discretion for almost 40 years. It would have been impossible for us to develop our plan for the world if we had been subjected to the lights of publicity during those years. But the world is now more sophisticated and prepared to march towards a world government." Here's another quote from the Crypt Keeper, David Rockefeller. "Some even believe we are part of a secret cabal working against the best interests of the United States, characterizing my family and me as internationalists, and of conspiring with others around the world to build a more integrated global political and economic structure. One world, if you will. If that is the charge, I stand guilty, and I'm proud of it." So this corpse, this old hag that just continues to live on, he continues to defy Father Time through technological advancements, through getting to the top of donor lists. And like I've said over and over, these elitists like him, like Henry Kissinger, like George Bush Sr., like Queen Elizabeth, all of these old hags who still, a lot of them are in power, still have positions of power. You have Henry Kissinger still out there doing things, it's unbelievable. But still, these people in their upper 90s just don't seem to get sick like the rest of us. George Bush Sr. jumping out of airplanes at 95. And this guy at 101 years old, surviving, not only getting the heart, okay, as if it's necessary for a 100-year-old man to get a new heart, when there's guys in their 30s and 40s who get sick, who need a heart donated to them. But this guy at 100 years old, 101, needs another heart so he can continue to go on, so that he can survive to see this one world government in place. That's what is going on. These men, these demons, I should say, want to see this put in place in their lifetimes. It is so important for them to see it, because these are the people behind the curtains who have been setting this up for the last 70, 80 years. And like I said before, the capability is out there to survive cancer, to be cured of cancer, to be cured of any of these diseases. They save them for themselves while they give us something that keeps us in, keeps it there, but it stops it from spreading, chemo and stuff like this. Yes, some people can get cured from chemo and things like that. But these people just live into, to be 100 years old. Jimmy Carter's getting inoperable brain. He has brain cancer. He's getting that operated on at 92 or whatever he is in his 90s, getting that reversed. It's unbelievable. And people out there, they should be angry about this, because they should be saying, how is this old fart getting to the top of this donor list at 101 when there's people in their 30s and 40s who are new fathers, new parents, who, are suffering, who get sick, who need this, need the heart transplant, that aren't getting to the top of the list. Not just because he's got billions of dollars. It's not just because of that. It's because they do what they want. They get what they want. And don't think for one second that they don't hunt down people and murder them for their organs. Don't think for one second that the cabal out there, these Jesuits, all of these guys, you don't think that for one second that they can't find a guy who's got a match of a heart who might have went to the top, and they would just hunt him down and kill him and take his heart. I mean, it's unbelievable how they operate. But this is no big deal, right? Just his 7th heart transplant at 101 years old. He just keeps getting to the top of the list over and over again. This guy just keeps on ticking. This demon, all you got to do is look at him to know that this man is a demon, because that's exactly what he is. This is a man who patented the Zika virus, okay? Patented it. Think about how sick that is. Patenting a disease. For what purpose? I wonder what purpose. Oh, it's not to spread it out to the masses, because we all go around patenting diseases, right? A new disease pops up. What if you wake up and you got the runs? You going to patent the runs? It's unbelievable how they operate, how they get away with this stuff. And even things like this. We talk about how they get away with such obvious, September 11th, Sandy Hook, all these events that occur which are obvious, false flag events set up inside jobs. They get away with stuff like that. And stuff like this gets overlooked, where someone just go, oh, how about that? An open heart. He's 101. 101 years old. He's not 40. He's 101. Who cares? Why would you waste a heart on this old walking corpse? This guy is the walking dead redefined. Look at him. Look at his demon eyes.